Hello, I'm David Gerard and this is Pivot to AI, coming to you daily. Today, let's talk about the AI bubble and money. After 2 years' wait and Sam Altman talking up how scary smart it was, OpenAI finally released GPT-5, and it was meh. It did programming a bit better, it didn't do anything else much better. OpenAI cut back on how much ChatGPT talked like a rambling sycophant because of so many stories of ChatGPT users driven into obsession with the bot. So they tuned it to be a bit less like that, and then the obsessed fans were outraged that OpenAI had taken away their AI boyfriend or girlfriend. OpenAI had to bring back ChatGPT 4.0 so the chatbot companions would go back to being their old selves. It was not a great launch. Altman tried to recover with a bit of access journalism. He took a bunch of tech journalists out to dinner. Altman talked down GPT-5 and he's already talking up GPT-6. But notably, Altman told the tech stenographers that AI was a bubble. Of course, AI is still the most important thing on Earth. And OpenAI wants to spend trillions of dollars running ever bigger lying chatbots. There's a change of mood. It's important to keep in mind that all the AI guys are in a group chat together. Eric Schmidt has talked about this openly.
So I do a weekly call with the heads of all the AI companies, which is moderately shocking. And in this call, we rank the problems.
So, last week, a pile of CEOs changed their tune about AI in lockstep. The industry has a new line. And the press has followed suit. And the investors are making worried noises. Tech stocks dipped. I concur with Ed Zitron that you should not give these bozos any slack on this. Ed says, quote, "You are, in the next few months, going to see a few pro-AI people who start trying to morph into thoughtful cynics on the issue, and I can't wait because I've been taking such detailed notes. I will also add that anyone suddenly veering super hard anti-AI right now is suspicious too, and you're going to see way more of them. Can't wait to see how legacy media tries to backpedal, especially as I've been reading every single goddamn generative AI piece that's run for 2 years." Unquote. The market side is not great either. Meta has a hiring freeze in the exciting new superintelligence team and a sudden reorganization. This is the AI team it just spent months of time and millions of dollars hiring on. Our dear friend and former spy for the Daleks, Paul Riddell, flags one important tell. There's a sudden call by AI companies for contract tech writers to document their trash fires so they can sell them on to the next sucker. Paul writes, quote, "I'm not saying there's an ongoing crash in AI companies today, but for those looking for shorting tips, it's awfully interesting to see the number of what the hell do we do beside post on LinkedIn all day and charge cases of 20 years scotch to the expense account AI companies with a sudden desperate need for technical writers to consolidate 3 years of post-its and cocktail napkins, only until the end of the year." Unquote. So, when's the crash? And how's the crash happen? I've ranted at length previously how the AI bubble works. It does not run on market forces. If AI depended on the market, it would have crashed by the end of 2024. We're seeing all of this crash talk now in August 2025, but the economics have always been just as stupid as they looked. There is so much investment cash in the AI bubble that needs to furiously shuffle numbers as long as they possibly can. This is a venture capital scam that we've seen before. Enron was a good example. Our current AI bubble is a study in the utter nonsense you can pull off if you can just write any old number and put a dollar sign in front of it, then borrow against it. I do predict that a pile of Wall Street market strategies will explode more or less at the same time. The thing they have in common is they're all kiting checks and writing big imaginary dollar numbers in the books. Then they're trading those book values and borrowing against them. The AI bubble is a big money scam, but it's part of a system of big money scams. And like the Wall Street Bitcoin scam is another of these, borrowing against imaginary book valuations. Your mum and dad retail crypto buyers have gone home, but the big money scams are still running. I have to do an episode on Wall Street Bitcoin and the stablecoin thing sometime too. Wall Street Bitcoin is not actually linked to the AI bubble, but I do predict they'll both fall over together. Multiple rotten logs holding each other up. The numbers in the real US economy where people live are so bad that President Trump fired the US Commissioner of Labor Statistics because he didn't like a jobs report. That's how you know it's going great. So the Trump admin is now loosening all possible financial regulation, including the stuff put in to keep it all from exploding, just so he can keep the party going and line going up. It's 1928, and finance parties go on forever. Then comes 1929. So, what's happening this year? Venture capital is still pouring money into pure play AI companies because there's nowhere else to go. They're merging zombie companies to keep a big valuation number on the books. Big made-up numbers on the books are enough for the VCs to keep their jobs, at least for this quarter. Next quarter, that's next quarter's problem. For the big techs, Google and Facebook have to keep looking like tech growth stocks, even as they're really mature stocks. Microsoft desperately wants to sell AI as enterprise software as a service to business. Amazon just wants to keep up with those guys. Nvidia, they'll be fine. They've been in profit this whole time. They make and sell things. They'll be okay. Here is my stick my neck out claim. I think venture capital and the big techs are enough to keep the lying chatbot AI plates spinning in the air for at least another couple of years. So I am still predicting this runs until 2027 or so. Sounds like a long time, but scams run way longer than market things, and they will keep going as long as they have to. If I'm wrong, fine. Maybe other things will crash first and pull it all down, but let's see what happens. Thanks for tuning in to Pivot to AI. If you found this episode was useful or informative, please do forward it to just one other person, or even two. Please hit like, hit subscribe, leave a nice podcast review, and our work here is funded by you, the viewers and listeners. You keep us going. So if you can drop just $5 into the Patreon linked in the show notes below, it helps so much. Thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow, and bye for now.